Hello everybody, welcome back to Awesome Crafter. Today I'm going to be showing you how we're going to add heat transfer vinyl onto the bottom of a pair of socks. Let's get straight into this task. In order to make these socks, what we're going to need is we're going to use some heat transfer vinyl. This could be any colour you like, but I'm choosing white. We're going to obviously need a pair of socks. I've bought men's socks from the supermarket, but you could buy women's or children's socks in any colour. I'm going to use a standard grip mat. We're going to use the Cricut maker to cut out the vinyl. I've got some scissors and a weeding tool to weed the vinyl. We're going to heat press it with the Cricut Easy Press, and these strange looking cardboard feet are literally just that. What we're going to do is, when it comes to heat pressing, I'm going to insert these inside the socks, and that will help to just stretch out the socks to help the vinyl adhere to it. So we're going to go over to Design Space and we're going to start to design the text that we want to put on the bottom of the socks. First of all, we're going to click on New Project, and that's going to bring us up our canvas. You can buy pre-made designs, but for this video, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some text. So I'm going to click on the text icon and I'm going to turn on caps lock because I want all of my letters to be capitals. And I'm going to type in, if you, then I'm going to start a new line, can, then I'm going to put read this, ... So that's going to go on one of our socks. Now, as you can see, the font here is defaulted to Cricut Sans. You can use that font if you like it, or you can use any font that you have maybe purchased before. So for this design, I've decided that I'm going to use a font called Marker Print. So I'm going to click on Systems at the top, and in the search box I'm just going to get rid of that, going to type on here Marker Print and press enter, and that should find it. There we go, and that's now changed the font to the Marker Print. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to alignment and I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to center my text, and then that makes it a bit more readable. So that's the first side of the socks done. So I need to do that again now, and we're going to click on text again because now I want to do the other sock. And for this one, I'm going to start typing bring. We'll move that across, look, then we can see it a little bit better. Bring me a beer, please. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go to alignment again, and I'm going to center that. Now we need to go back over to our socks because we need to measure. I'm going to use a ruler and we're going to measure the space that we've got on the sole of the socks. So we're just going to take one and we're going to measure the length of it. And as you can see, about 5 inches is going to be a good height. It's going to be a good height for our socks, or we can go anywhere between 4.5 and 5 inches. And then that will also alter the width of the text, but we'll just part the socks and put them like that, and then we can just measure. So yeah, we've got probably up to about 2.5 inches wide. So to change the size of the design, you can either use the arrow at the bottom and that will alter the design, or you can go into the size box at the top and obviously you can click on those and alter them. So I think I'm going to go into the height and I'm going to type 4.5 and press the tab key, and that has changed it. Now this is going to be a little bit wide for what I think I need, so I'm going to unlock it, and that will allow me to keep the height at 4.5, but it'll allow me to change the width. So I'm going to change the width to 2.5. And there we go. So it's kept the height still at 4.5, but it's altered the width to 2.5. And then we're just going to repeat that process with this one, so because we want them to both be the same size. I'm going to unlock that and we'll change that to 4.5. So one's going to be for the left sock, one's going to be for the right sock. In order to prepare our mat ready for making our socks, I'm going to take the heat transfer vinyl, and with heat transfer vinyl we have to mirror the image when we cut it. So I'm going to make sure that the shiny side of the vinyl is always face down, and we're just going to press that on like so, and then we're going to load the mat into our maker using the arrow button. And we're going to back over to Design Space. And what we're going to do is we are now going to select all, because I want them to select both designs, and I'm going to click on attach, because then that will cut them out all on one sheet in one go, and it will be as it is positioned on there. Then we're going to head over to Make It, where it will find the Cricut. And as you can see, there's my design now on my mat. So what I need to do now is, like I said, I need to mirror it, because I want it to cut it out in reverse, so that when we heat press it onto the socks, it is then back to being the right way round and readable. Then we're just going to click on continue. Now it's given us our choice of materials. I'm going to select premium vinyl for this one, and I'm just going to add a little bit more pressure because I want it to give us the best cut possible. Then now we need to back over to the Cricut, and we just need to press the flashing Cricut button, and this will start the cut. Now that our design has been cut, I'm just going to press the flashing arrow button, and that will eject our mat. Then next we need to remove the vinyl from the mat, and the best way I found to do this is by flipping over the mat and peeling the mat carefully away from the vinyl, and it helps to prevent any curling. Then I'm going to turn it back over, and then I can see the outline of where it's been cut, and I'm going to trim off any excess vinyl now using my scissors. This will help with weeding, and also it can save any vinyl for future projects. Just got to be really careful that you don't cut into where your lettering is. I'm just going to cut around it like that, and then we're just going to cut it down the middle, and that will separate our designs for the socks. The next task we need to do is we need to take our weeding tool, and we need to start to weed out all the excess vinyl, so it leaves us with just the lettering that we're going to be heat pressing onto the socks. This will just take me a few moments, so I will be back with you when this is completed. Now our design has all been weeded, our next stage now is to apply the vinyl to the socks using the heat press. So I'm going to take one of my socks, and I'm going to use one of my inserts, and I'm just going to pop the socks over the top of it, like so. I just need to adjust it to make sure we're happy, and make sure it is the bottom of the sock that's over it, like so. And as you can see, that's giving us the flat surface for which our vinyl is going to sit on. Then we just need to repeat the same with the second sock. When it's on, you just need to make sure that the heel's right at the bottom, because we want it to be as flat as possible for when we're ready for pressing it. Then what we need to do first is we just need to apply some heat to the socks for about 10 seconds, just to take out any moisture that was in the socks and to warm it up and give the vinyl a better chance of sticking to it. So we're just going to grab the heat press, and I'm just going to press the Cricut button and just heat it for about 10 seconds, just to warm it up slightly. Then we'll be ready to add the vinyl. So we just need to take our vinyl designs, and we just need to pop them on. We're going to put one on each sock, and this is how you would see them when they're on the bottom of somebody's feet. And then you just need to spend a couple of minutes just altering them to make sure they're positioned as you want them. And as you can see, the size of it turned out quite well, really. I'm quite pleased with that. And then now what we're going to do is we're just going to heat those for the full 30 seconds, and then hopefully the vinyl will all be stuck. So I'm going to press the button and I'm just going to apply some pressure. Now that's finished, we're just going to pop the heat press back on the stand. When I'm ready to remove the protective sheet from the vinyl, I do like to try and start in the corner and try and lift it at about a 45-degree angle. Then this doesn't tend to pull the vinyl as much. That's stuck down a lot better. That's lovely. Now what we're going to do now is we just need to remove the inserts from our socks. The inserts are really easy to make. You just need to take an old cardboard box and just literally draw around the bottom of your shoe. But I did find that when I was trying to make them, it did help to keep the vinyl stretched. The socks stretched so the vinyl attached easier. And there we have it. There we have our personalised socks. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you enjoyed it, I would love to see you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye for now.